Alex, how are you doing today, sir?
What's up, buddy? Doing pretty good. Ready to talk some sports and news. Bring it.
Oh yeah. We're first off, we're going to be talking about the Mariners' hot, incredible start in spring training. We're going to be going through a little bit of news, and of course, our Q&A at the end of during segment 4. But we got to go with what we stopped off talking about on Tuesday, which was Hector Noesi, because he made a surprise appearance, bullpen relief on Wednesday. Exactly, yes. And if you all remember, he gave up 6 runs in his first start. Go! Yep, exactly, too. But so he's going through. I was watching him going all through his.
Shut up.
Pitch.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, shut up. Shut up really quick.
Okay.
He actually threw a shutout inning. Yep, he did. He threw a shutout inning, but he gave up 2 hits.
Aw, crap.
Yeah, and so, what do you call a guy that goes out in his first game, gives up 6 runs, and then he goes back and he throws a shutout inning?
Jerk-ass!
Yeah, I would have to definitely say that. But Hector Noesi, he's only thinking one thing in his head through this spring training after those 2 starts.
Well, I thought the Mariner fans had to do this first as soon as they thought that he was coming in.
Hello, operator. Give me the number for 911.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, sorry about that. He actually reminded me to do that. Yeah,
We're all thinking call 911 before he gets in, but what he is thinking is this.
I'm the one out there every day putting his ass on the line.
Exactly. Well, but and Carlos Peguero. Okay, now he must have seen our podcast and seen the picture that we put on him, because the next day he comes up and he hits 2 big, huge home runs.
2 in the same game, might I add.
Exactly.
God, what the heck happened? And then even that, I know, so as we were just talking about, freaking Noesi, who did better since we ripped him apart, and no doubt we probably still will. But yeah, Peguero, we were making fun of him. And we hit 2 homers. Pshaw.
Exactly. And the Mariners won their 6th spring training game in a row today, and Nick Franklin decided to hit his first home run, and Franklin Gutierrez is showing his power again. He hit a home run, and this now marks the 7th game in a row where the Mariners have hit 2 or more home runs in a game. That's impressive.
Dude, they are, I'm not sure if it's that Arizona heat. I sure hope it isn't, or maybe it's just the adjustments of what's been going on, but these guys not only lead the league in home runs.
For spring training, yes, and I was actually about to say that. I looked at some of the Mariners' stats currently in spring training, and the Mariners are 8th in runs with 43, 5th in hits with 75, tied for 6th for doubles with 17, they're tied for 7th with triples with 3, 9th in RBIs 38. They are 1st in slugging percentage, which is a 554, 3rd on base percentage, which is an 899, and 10th in average, which is a 293. And of course, they are 1st in home runs with 14 after today.
They are kicking ass. Like I said, I know it's only spring training, but it is fun to watch these guys, all the stuff. Now, Mike, what do you think it is? Is it the heat in Arizona? Is it the guys in general with a lot of chemistry? Or is it Chris Chambliss not on this team anymore as the hitting coach?
I actually think it's just the guys. They're excited to get back. They're playing baseball. They are just excited to finally be back and getting into everything. Justin Smoke, who is just completely on a tear, because he even knows that his season and his career is on the line this year, and he's doing very well. But
I'm the one out there every day putting his ass on the line.
Yep, if you remember, he has had good spring trainings before, but he's always done horrible. But I think that this year he will do better. And I know that most of the home runs are coming off of these minor league kids.
Well,
but it doesn't matter. This Mariners team right now is full of chemistry, and they are playing good baseball.
I just pulled up Smoke's numbers right here on MLB at Bat. Today, in today's 4-3 win over San Francisco, Smoke had a pretty good day. He had 3 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 RBI, no strikeouts.
Oh, there you go. No strikeouts.
Batting .583, might I add. With a batting average of .583.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Now, once again, he hasn't played every single game. Nonetheless, that is, yeah, you're right, though. It is freaking impressive.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, Nick Franklin, he actually added in the home run category today with his first home run of the spring training.
I'm proud of that guy. Very proud of him.
Yep, and Mike Zunino, he is actually struggling a little bit up there, but
like you would expect.
Yes, but it shows that he was playing 3 games, but he only has had 4 at bats total. So you can't really put a lot of blame on him because he's not really hitting. He's not really playing that much.
No, exactly, and you know, not everyone's gonna start spring training like the Justin Smokes or the Franklin Gutierrez or the Alex Liddies, and yes, by the way, even Alex Liddy, you know, so far so good, kind of, sort of, and
Alex Liddy, and of course I was gonna bring him up. He's got a good shot at making this roster. He's got a good shot at making this roster if he continues to swing a hot bat this spring.
Eric Wedge has a lot to do with this team, man, because I think we're gonna see Ibanez on the bench a lot. I think we're gonna see Andino on the bench a lot. Liddy will probably be on this team, but he'll probably be on the bench a lot. Wedge and everyone else has their work cut out for him, and that's why I think this Mariner team is going to be so good, because everyone's competing for a job, where last year, you kind of knew where your guys were going to be, a whole bunch of young guys down in AAAs, where this year, you got a lot of competition, like, okay, this guy's trying to steal my job, let me show them why I deserve a spot on this team.
Yeah, and get the woohoo soundboard ready, because listen to this. Yesterday, Danny Holtzen and Taijuan Walker both threw shutout innings, and Danny Holtzen struck out 4 batters, and Walker struck out 2. Exactly. Now, that is showing, and when I looked on the MLB site, those guys were the first big story, and that just shows you that the Mariners' young pitching staff is unbelievable.
The question that I have for the listeners out there is, what do you want from these young guys? Would you rather have them spend maybe 1 more year down in the minors, or do you want to see them now? And Mike, I will ask that question to you. And what do you want? If Holtzen is kicking ass and Walker's kicking ass, would you want to see these guys have 1 more year, or would you want to see them now?
To tell you the truth, I would want to see them in AAA for half the season and come up during the middle of the season, just like they did with Dustin Ackley, because they knew that Dustin Ackley was going to be ready very early. They didn't know when. They put him in AAA to begin the season a few years ago, and they called him up at the right point in time.
All right.
That's what I believe the Mariners might do with both Danny Holtzen and Taijuan Walker.
Well, I sure hope so, man. And right now, Mariners 6 wins, 1 loss in spring training. It's fun. It's really fun to watch all these young guys progress, and it's kind of fun to be a Mariner fan scouting all this young talent.
Oh yeah. And a funny story. While I was watching ESPN this morning, it came up, and Elvis Andrus, the shortstop for the Texas Rangers, he was scratched today from the lineup. With muscle soreness, but do you know why he was scratched?
Well, Mike, this is a perfect transition because we've actually hit that 9:30 mark. This is a perfect transition. So, in order to find out why he was scratched from the lineup and why and all that good stuff, you're going to have to find out in our next segment.
All right, well, we will be right back.